So basically, yeah, how long is the train the trainer course? As you all, I'm sure, picked up, it's 5 days. When we were doing it live, we had the 6-day bolted on. And I would urge every single person who gets involved in Train the Trainer to engage in presentation skills and build and grow your business. So it's a 5-day program, and we start in the afternoon to accommodate the various time zones. Generally start, I think it was 2:30, wasn't it, ladies? It was 2:30 on Zoom until 7:30 in the evening. So that's full 5 days, and it's just boom, 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 back to back. So that's the length of the program. And the certificates that we issue once you've completed the program, you will get your CPD, Continued Professional Development Certificate. You will get the accredited certificate from the British School of Etiquette, as you will get the ILM certificate, which is part of City and Guilds. This, to give you an understanding, we have been vetted by these awarding bodies, by these bodies of academia, and they've accredited our course material in order for us to be able to issue these certificates at an international global level. How does the Zoom course differ from face-to-face training? Unfortunately, the opportunity to connect, as I've had the opportunity to connect with the likes of Maria and Cindy, yes, unfortunately that is lacking. But as Carol rightly said, you know, the Zoom works really, really well. And I think I try and make every effort to make sure that we connect as a group. The groups are small, so this is not sort of umpteen dozen people on the coaching program. There's a small niche group. You get to know one another. We learn from one another. We really put some interesting topics into the conversation and into discussions. So from that point of view, I personally, bar the wonderful opportunity to connect face-to-face, the Zoom coaching, and I was obviously, as you can well imagine, we as an organization, we had to pivot very fast. And fortunately, we've managed to do that. And I was completely concerned about saying, well, what do we do here? You know, is it going to have the same impact? Are we going to be able to, you know, show that attention to detail? Are we going to be, and it seems to have worked. We've really put every thought and energy and effort into it. We continue to learn. We get feedback from our students, and we obviously end up growing. So as Cindy uses the wonderful, beautiful phrase of feedback, and we feed forward. So that has been really core and key for us. If you miss a session during the coaching, we do record it, so you will get we had one young lady on the recent course that Janica and Carol were privileged to be on, and various things, but we sent out the recordings, and as a result, people can then sit and listen in their own time if they can't make it because of childcare or whatever it might be. So this is that's actually an advantage of having the Zoom coaching, because it is recorded, whereas when we were doing the lives, as in face-to-face, that wasn't a possibility. So like everything in life, you're going to get pros and cons. Do we follow up support and further training? The one thing that I said earlier, I'm absolutely focused and fastidious about making sure that every single one of our students who walk through the door achieve their dreams and make sure that they get to where they want to go. So the door is always open, 100%. My time, and Cindy raps me on the knuckle and says, Philip, your time's very valuable. You've got to stop being so generous. But it is fundamental that we absolutely are there to support every single person. If you've been good enough to engage in the British School of Etiquette, the one core decent thing we can do is absolutely be available to make sure that we continue to add extra value, and hence why we have now set up the alumni platform, which I am hugely excited about. There's going to be an immense amount of value attached to the alumni platform. One of them being that you will be able to connect with 75 to 80 past trainer students on a global platform. And if you can't learn from one another, I'd be absolutely shocked. I'd eat my hat, as the old English expression goes. Not that I ever wear a hat, but that in itself is just one of the most incredible opportunities, because I truly believe through the alumni platform, we can really develop and grow from one another. We can do some incredible work cross borders. We can support one another. We can have lives. You can have guests. You can do so many wonderful things just by connecting with the alumni. The other thing with the alumni platform is, which Cindy and I actually were due to launch this year. We were gonna in June this year is have what we call the Power Hub, which is 4 full days based here out of London, where you would have all been invited to come, obviously at a cost, but 4 days of huge value and content of coaching and further development and training. So we've postponed that, and hopefully, God willing, we get the opportunity to engage in putting something like that together next year. And I would love the opportunity for us to have the privilege of saying, okay, Janica, it's over to you this year. And Janica hosts it in Washington, and then Carol in North Carolina, and then Maria in Portugal. And so that is a vision. That is something that I would love us to be able to do year on year, is have this power hub hosted in different parts of the world. And I think that could, and I know for a fact that'll add huge, huge value.